Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on angles, part 2. In the previous video, we highlighted some examples of simple angles and gave some examples to show where angles appeared in real life. Briefly, the angles we saw were as follows. We looked at some acute angles between 0 degrees and 90 degrees, and there's a perfect example in real life. The small angle between the two arms of the clock. We looked at obtuse angles, and they're between 90 degrees and 180 degrees. There's an example. We looked at 0 degrees. Sometimes you call that the zero angle, and we saw what that entailed. We looked at the right angle, which was 90 degrees. Sometimes you can call that the square angle. And we looked at the straight angle, 180 degrees, which was a half a revolution. It's not a full circle, it's just half a revolution. So more types of angles. We will look at the reflex angle. A reflex angle is between 180 degrees and 360 degrees. So basically, this example here, that is a reflex angle. So it's greater than 180, but less than 360, so that's called a reflex angle. Now, reflex angles in real life, if you look at the arms of a clock, there's 7 o'clock there. That angle there is definitely greater than 180, definitely less than 360, so that's a reflex angle. If you look at the roof of this house, here is a perfect example of a reflex angle there. Greater than 180 and less than 360, and there's another little example here on this little window. The full revolution, the angle above shows a full revolution. It measures 360 degrees and makes a full circle. So basically, if you start from there and you go all the way around and you finish there, full revolution, 360 degrees. Now, the full revolution in real life, these are perfect examples of a full revolution. The second hand of a clock makes a full revolution every 60 seconds. There's the second hand. So every 60 seconds it makes a full revolution. The minute hand makes a full revolution every 60 minutes. There's the minute hand. Full revolution every 60 minutes. The hour hand makes a full revolution every 12 hours. There's the hour hand, a full revolution every 12 hours. Answer true or false for each of the following statements. Number 1. An acute angle is between 0 degrees and 90 degrees. I'll give you 3 or 4 seconds for each of these before we write down the answer. Is that true or false? That is true. Number 2. There are no examples of acute angles in real life. True or false? That is false. Earlier in this video we saw a perfect example of an acute angle. If we looked at the two arms of the clock, and the acute angle was the small angle between those two arms. Number 3. An obtuse angle is greater than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees. True or false? That is true. An example of a reflex angle can be seen on the roof of a house. True or false? That's true. Answer the following. What is the name of the angle that measures 180 degrees? It's the straight angle, STRAIGHT. That's the straight angle. What is the name of the angle between 180 degrees and 360 degrees? That is the reflex angle. What is the name of the angle that measures 360 degrees? Now, instead of writing that, because it takes too long to write it, it is the full revolution. Okay, so the answer is the full revolution.